Hi, I'm Randy Nelson. I'm the off-road technical trainer for Polaris Industries, and today I'm going to show you how to install a roof on this Polaris RS1. Before we begin, we want to make sure we read these instructions and check to make sure all parts and tools are accounted for. We want to make sure we retain these instructions for future reference and parts ordering information. So I got the roof here on the workbench here, and before we install the roof onto the RS1, we need to make sure we install our foam on here. Now with the roof, there are alignment marks around the roof, and what I've done is I've highlighted them with the Sharpie just so they show up better on the camera. But these alignment marks, you need to make sure you install the foam on the inside of these alignment marks. So what we're going to do first is we're going to lay out all the foam on the roof to make sure everything's in alignment. Then we can come back and install the foam pieces on the roof. So I'm going to finish installing this last piece of foam here. You will have to trim the foam to fit. That's going to be completely normal. So I'm just going to lay that in position and then just grab a scissors. So on the top side of the RS1 we have the intake cover here, this piece of plastic, and we actually need to remove these two T40 fasteners. We're going to go ahead and pull those out. These fasteners will not be reused. So we're going to get rid of those. These T40 fasteners screw into a retaining nut clip on the back side. Now the kit includes two extra ones. If these need to be replaced, you can use the ones in the kit. If these are still in good condition, there's no reason not to reuse them. So on top of this intake cover, there's also two dimples up here. And those dimples are our alignment mark to drill a 5/16 hole. So we want to make sure we control the depth of the drill bit going through this intake cover and just making sure that we don't make contact with the belt itself. The belt holder is located under here. So we're going to go ahead and drill those two holes. And we'll do the other hole. And then we'll make sure we clean up all the plastic shavings on top of the intake cover and inside the vehicle. And now we'll move on to getting the roof on top of the vehicle. We're going to go ahead and lay the roof on top of the RS1. We're going to go ahead and line the holes up. And what we're going to do first is we're going to install the fasteners loosely on the front portion of the roof. Now the fastener is a T40 fastener. It's the shorter fastener in the kit. And with the kit also, you're going to have a metal washer and a rubber washer. So the metal washer is going to go on first, and the rubber washer is going to go on second, and that's going to go through the hole in the roof. And on the back side, we're going to install a nylon lock nut on the back side. So I'll go ahead and do that on both sides here. We're not going to tighten these up right now. We're just going to loosely install them before we get the rest of the hardware installed. So I'm going to install the last four fasteners on the roof. So these are going to be the last four fasteners in the kit. These are going to be the longer fasteners. And the two outer ones here, there's already a retaining nut on the back side, so I won't have to worry about installing a nut on the back side there. The two back ones, the same fasteners are going to be used, but they're going to use the nylon lock nut that's provided with the kit. Again, just as an added note, we want to make sure we install the metal washer first, then the rubber washer. The rubber washer always makes contact with the aluminum roof. So I'm going to go ahead and install these fasteners by hand. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tighten those down, and what that's going to do is it's going to bring the back side of this roof closer to the intake cover here. That way we can get our bolts through the holes. So I'm just going to bring these down a little snug. And I'll bring them down fairly even. And then lastly, I'm just going to go ahead and install two fasteners in the rear. I'm going to install the nylon lock nut on the bottom side. Then I'm going to come back with a 10mm socket and a T40, and we'll tighten this roof down all nice and even, and then we're finished installing the roof.